Imagine standing beneath the wide, sun-dappled leaves of a mature oil palm plantation as the early morning light breaks over endless rows of gently swaying trees. A faint breeze stirs the air, and above, the chatter of tropical birds tints the promise of another day's hard work. A scene shared by countless farmers across Southeast Asia, Africa, and Latin America, where palm oil is not just a crop, but a way of life. But the journey from a single seed in the ground to a bottle of golden, high-quality palm oil enjoyed on dinner tables and in homes around the world is a story rich with science, tradition, challenges, and hope. To truly understand what it takes to farm high-quality palm oil, a vital ingredient found everywhere from bread to biodiesel, we need to follow the farmer's journey, step by step, as they balance the needs of nature, the realities of the market, and the dreams for a more sustainable future. The story begins long before the first seed is planted, with a careful choice: where to begin planting. Oil palms demand a very specific environment, lush tropical climates with temperatures holding steady between 25 and 30 degrees Celsius. Rain meted out across the year in generous but not overwhelming measure, moist, loamy soils with the right touch of acidity, and never too high above sea level. This Goldilocks zone for oil palms isn't just luck. It's a result of the plant's origins in West Africa and its global migration to places like Indonesia and Malaysia, countries that today produce most of the world's palm oil. Here, before ever turning the earth, wise farmers conduct careful soil tests to gauge nutrient levels and drainage. They avoid waterlogged areas that would choke the roots and steep slopes that could wash precious soil away after a hard rain. Instead of the harmful practice of burning, they clear by hand or machine, respecting the land's ecological balance, then enrich it by working in compost and manure to set a strong foundation for the years ahead. With the ground readied, the story turns to the heart of any plantation: the trees themselves. Generations of trial and error, guided by scientists and farmers alike, have unlocked the secret to higher yields with hybrid Tenera palms, a rich cross between the thick-shelled Dura and the shell-less Piscifera types. These are not just any saplings, but carefully selected for their resistance to disease and their ability to thrive in local conditions, often sourced from respected research institutions like the Malaysian Palm Oil Board or the Nigerian Institute for Oil Palm Research. With germinated seeds handpicked for vigor and health, each is planted with space, 9 meters apart in a triangular dance, a pattern that soaks up sunlight and keeps competition for nutrients to a minimum, about 143 trees per hectare. Planting happens with the rainy season's arrival, giving each young palm time to root and reach for the sky, mulch cloaked protectively at their feet, while vigilant hands keep weeds and pests at bay through a blend of cultural wisdom and modern integrated pest management. As the months pass and the palms grow, another chapter opens, nurturing these young trees with the right balance of nutrients to ensure both health and harvest. A soil test forms the backbone of the fertilizer plan: nitrogen for lush, green leaves, phosphorus to anchor firm roots, potassium to coax the richest, heaviest fruit, and a cocktail of micronutrients like magnesium, boron, and zinc to stave off deficiencies notorious in palm plantations. Each handful of fertilizer is measured, not dumped, applied 3 or 4 times a year, increasing in volume as the palms age to avoid waste and prevent the runoff that poisons waterways. Between nutrients, there is care. Old, dead fronds and debris, pruned away not just to tidy the grove, but to open it to sunlight, breezes, and the helpful eyes of those on the lookout for telltale signs of disease or insect attack. Clever farmers plant leguminous cover crops, humble green carpets that fix nitrogen, keep out weeds, and shield soil from erosive rains. Poor performers or sickly trees are gently but firmly removed for the greater good, ensuring every hectare hums with productivity. And then, after the waiting, the anticipation, the trees begin to bear fruit, with the first bunches ripening about 3 years after those first hopeful seeds hit the dirt. These aren't your everyday fruits. Each bunch is a spiky red-black cluster, and within each is the promise of golden oil. Timing here is everything. Harvesters are on the lookout for telltale signs. When 1 or 2 ripe fruits drop from the bunch naturally, it's go time. Overripe, and the oil's free fatty acid content spikes, downgrading its value. Underripe, and there's less oil to be had. It's a rhythm, every 10 to 14 days, a cycle in tune with the heartbeats of the palms themselves. Sharp chisels and sickles snip the bunches free, and care is taken not to bruise the fruit. A careless swing can spill precious oil or weaken the tree for years to come. In the heat and humidity, speed is of the essence. The fresher the fruit when it hits the mill, ideally within 24 hours, the better the oil inside. Now, the real alchemy takes place in processing. In modern mills, the fresh fruit bunches are sterilized, essentially steamed, to arrest the rise of enzymes and loosen each fruit from the cluster. A mechanical thresher rattles the fruits free, after which a screw press coaxes out the crude palm oil in a sticky, golden flow. Yet the journey is not complete. This oil is cleaned, impurities spun away, and the product refined, bleached, and deodorized, culminating in a shelf-stable neutral oil that will travel the world. Throughout, cleanliness is gospel. Contamination can spoil a whole batch, and each step monitored to keep free fatty acid content below that crucial 5% threshold, a mark of high quality. Modern equipment, careful logistics, and unbroken chains of cold storage make all the difference, safeguarding both yield and purity. But high-quality oil is no longer just about taste or appearance. It's increasingly defined by how it was made. In an era of global scrutiny, with headlines decrying deforestation and labor abuses, consumers and regulators want proof that their palm oil is ethical and sustainable. Forward-thinking farmers now seek certification from organizations like the Roundtable on Sustainable Palm Oil, whose rigorous standards touch on everything from environmental protection and biodiversity to workers' rights and community involvement. Clearing virgin rainforest or displacing endangered wildlife is out. Instead, the future lies in restoring degraded land, respecting buffers around streams and rivers, and weaving native species into the plantation's margins to provide sanctuary for local creatures. This responsible stewardship extends to people as well. Respecting traditional land rights, paying fair wages, and bringing local communities into the conversation isn't just ethically right. It's smart business, opening new markets, and securing the plantation's social license to operate. The path to high-quality palm oil is not without obstacles. Farmers contend with a litany of pests, rhinoceros beetles, leaf-eating caterpillars, and the deadly Ganoderma fungus, which can rot a tree to its very core. Hiring enough skilled labor for tasks like harvesting is often a headache. So too is the specter of price fluctuations on global markets, which can swing fortunes from plenty to famine in a single season. Here, adaptability is key. Integrated pest management, regular scouting, and the introduction of mechanized tools reduce risks and labor needs, while savvy operators diversify income by intercropping early on with cocoa or bananas. Consistency of care, harvest timing, and processing translates not just to higher yields, but to a product that commands a premium price. The best managed plantations can yield a staggering 20 to 25 tons of fresh fruit bunches per hectare per year, translating to 4 or 5 tons of crude palm oil. a testament to the oil palm's status as one of the world's most productive crops by far. Yet, profit must be balanced by prudence. Palm oil farming involves steep upfront investments: land, high-quality seedlings, farm labor, fertilizers, and state-of-the-art milling equipment. Market access, connecting with processors, food manufacturers, even biodiesel producers, is as crucial as husbandry of the land itself. By starting with the right land, choosing the best planting material, nurturing each tree with dedication, harvesting with precision, processing with care, and committing to ethical and sustainable standards, then amplifying these strengths through modern tools provided by companies like Farminaut, farmers can not only meet the world's immense appetite for palm oil, but do so responsibly. It's a testament to the possibilities waiting at the intersection of tradition, science, and technology. A narrative still being written every day in the resilient fields of the oil palm, shepherded by those determined to produce a better oil for a better world.